Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Cypher here. Let's play Company of Heroes 2. Ardennes offensive. We're in the main part of the game. Kind of worried we're going to run out of company strength before we can beat this. But we're going to do our best. So I'm going to try and attack Stoumont. Because that's another area that has two zones, which I should be able to cut off from enemy forces. Ambush the convoy. Let's ambush it. Oh. Well, poopy pants. Well, you know what? No risk, no reward. Okay, so we're going to attack this with our support company here. Let's see, what can I get for support? I might get these bonuses to the anti-tank barrage. But other than that, we're just going to attack these guys. Attack. I got to take some fuel points. So I was playing this earlier, and I think I figured out a weakness in this mission, but I'm going to try it here. So I don't actually know if this is going to work. So if it doesn't work, you probably won't see this. But if it does.
After a 2-hour tank battle in Stoumont, German armor was running on fumes and forced to pull back. No one expected a counteroffensive so soon after. German forces in the area may outnumber our troops, but their fuel shortage gives us an unforeseen advantage. If our boys can maintain their desperate hold on the small town's fuel reserves for long enough, the German war machine will stall.
All right, here's the situation. The Germans wasted their fuel reserves advancing into the area. If we... Fritz's attack will be... We've got a bumpy road ahead of us, boys. And the starting point is the town sanatorium. If we can capture and hold it and its fuel reserves, the German armor will be dead in the water. Let's get to it, dog.
So I'm thinking that if I just sit here, don't capture this fuel point, time will just advance and I'll get resources, but I won't have to do anything. Like the mission won't start, so I can just wait and build up my forces. But the only problem is fuel is coming in really slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the good news is that it worked. The bad news is I had to sit with my computer on AFK for several hours, which probably cost me more in electricity than this video will ever make back. But you know what? We all gotta make sacrifices in life. This is my cross to bear. So they're kind of cheeky and they block it off so you can't bring tanks in here. But if we bring some combat engineers, what we can do is put a bomb right there and blow it up. And then we can drive all the tanks in there. We can also just take the tanks around, but that's less fun. I guess we can do that. We'll bring the tanks around. I kind of like planting the bombs, though. It's kind of more fun. Feels like I'm up to some sneakiness. That should be far enough away from my tank. Yeah, it's fine. So now we just drive in here. Shermans on the prowl. Oh, got load HE. Hello. Alright. So now the plan is capture this zone. And so you guys all head in there. We'll get the ambulance to maybe like there. We probably don't need these combat engineers, so we could probably just get rid of them.
Roger that.
So get some orders. Grab that AT gun. Get the machine gun in the house. Get the captain in the house with the rocket launchers.
Get to it.
Hut, 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 hut. Grab that fuel point. Let me get the mortar back here. Get that. Get that. Okay. What do you? Nobody asked you to move, tank. This game does this thing where like units will like. I feel like they really did. They really screwed up the pathfinding, and I don't remember it being like this in Company of Heroes 1. Why can't I?
Boys, you ready to roll out?
Why can't I reinforce from this?
Over here. Waiting. You guys know what to do.
Oh, now I can reinforce from it. Oh, maybe you can only reinforce base buildings, allied captured half tracks. Oh, I don't get it.
Shake it out. Get me a hasty defensive line and prepare for a counterattack.
So we're gonna build some fighting positions because they're basically free, and they're sort of like ablative armor, in that the enemy will have to blow them up before they can attack our base. And while that's happening, we'll run around with our tanks and complete the other objectives. So
Place the position here.
Contact! Enemy advancing along the road!
I want a defensive position.
One of our fighting positions.
yeah, advance
is
this,
sustaining
buddy.
fire. Let 'em have it. Unlock to weapon rack initiated. Frag grenades are on their way up to the lines.
It stopped. They're out of fuel. Nail them as they bail out.
My ass.
Someone get that thing going! Use our fuel if you gotta!
Over there. Reloading.
Fighting position machine gun is. Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements. An AP round got him.
Squad, get run. Move it. I got the last one. Get it going.
Frag grenades now available for action.
Stand ready. They were just feeling us out. They'll be back in force. Seems the Krauts are already running out of fuel and ditching their vehicles. If we can run down the reserves, we can turn their gear against them. The Germans are running on fumes already. Capturing fuel points will bleed them dry.
Alright, so we're gonna go capture some fuel points.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
So let's continue building more of these things.
Set up a firing point in that emplacement.
Alright, let's roll.
All right, get us over there.
So there's gonna be lots of troops here, but we have 2 Shermans. We should be fine. Let's kill the one with the Panzer Shrek. Kill the one with the Panzer Shrek.
Good shot. Target down. Gunner, engage.
Okay,
Send over. Target
took care of that.
engage.
Steady up, fellas.
Reinforce
Kill
that fighting
that.
position with some firepower.
Round up the
Kill
men
Our fighting
that.
position now has some ordnance behind it.
Oh, you guys come here and help prepare these tanks.
Go! Fighting position machine gun is in place. Looks like driver forward. Taking hits! Get your gear! Alright, get us over there. Get us the fuck out of here! We've been promoted! Move
Ow.
ahead! Swing the main gun onto him! Whoa, good fucking
No
hit!
Panzer Shreks today,
Veteran C
mister.
promotion. We're moving. Our fighting
So we'll
position
steal
now
that
has some
vehicle.
ordnance behind it.
We'll come in here.
Take up fighting position. Reinforce that fighting position with some firepower.
Germans have a company plus shaking out in the AO. Expect multiple incoming attacks.
Oopsies.
They're gonna try and probe the line for weaknesses. Be ready.
Better down and
Good work, boys. Now get that thing on the line.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter who originally came out of what tank. They'll all just share, I guess.
Place the position here.
driver. Let's get this show on the road.
German units are assembling at a forward staging area. Stand the lines to full alert. Get ready.
Listen up.
Fighting position machine
Oh, that's
gun
funny.
is
My
in
population
place.
goes down if they're not in their tanks. Okay, you cap that.
Stow those damn rounds and get this thing moving. Driver forward. The rest of you stay alert. Displace. Drive her over to that location. Move us out.
Lead elements report enemy action along their lines.
Hello.
That's the way to stick it to 'em. Keep it up.
Send it. Red, hit it. Go.
So like
Germans only have one fuel point
one
left.
Sherman
Pour it on.
seems
and give
like
me that
maybe
area.
AT guns can stop it. Two Shermans,
Boys,
they're just like, you're in big trouble,
let's move
mister.
outta here.
Okay, this is a machine gun. That's gonna have a
Set
machine
up a firing
gun.
point in that emplacement. Crew ready. One of our fighting
Okay, neither of these
positions
things even
is
got hurt.
sustaining fire.
Units in your area disabled a tank. Locate and destroy it before the Germans get it mobile.
Okay. Oh,
Driver
that's easy.
forward. The rest of you stay alert.
Load armor piercing.
Move out. Infantry, nail him with the MG. Drive, drive, drive. We're losing a capture point. The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
Listen up.
Enemies are swarming one of our...
Burn, you son of a bitch! One of their vehicles just stalled out. I think it's out of fuel.
Has some ordnance
Well,
behind.
that
Our
tank's
supply
gone.
line just got cut off. Send, hit it, go! Take it all she's got! Go, go, go!
Relocate.
So
That
what else
did
we
it.
got?
That
Let's
round
get
got
another fuel point here.
Get on it. Hurry up.
Cease action! Go! Get out of their strike zone! Enemy
Okay, you hop
neutralized.
out, you
Go,
hop
go,
out.
go!
Egg ready.
Prepare your tanks.
Get ready to get to work. Shake a leg. Let's go. Rear detail on me.
Alright.
Anti-tank battery ready to grind them down.
Man, these fighting
One
positions
of our
get built
fighting
really quick.
positions is sustaining fire. Set. Ready yourself. Standing by.
Let's hit him with the mortar. Alright, so now we just gotta get this last fuel point.
Good job. Reorg and get your lines ready for enemy action.
Alright, hop in your tanks,
Get
guys.
us over to that point. Move us out.
We got some shit to do.
All right. Get us over fire. Go to manual drive. Get us the hell
Okay,
outta
step
here.
one, shoot the AT gun.
Get us the fuck out of here.
German units are assembling at a forward
Okay.
staging area.
That's,
Stand the lines to full alert. Get
That's a lot of
ready.
troops.
Port, level that area. Fire.
Ready. Go ahead. Gunner, engage. Field promotion. Get us the fuck out of here. Set. Over. Swing the main gun onto it. Fucking hit. Hit him with the coax. Tank. Engage that crouch position. Move it. Good effect on target.
Yeah, 2 Shermans is just like a swarm of HE. 1 Sherman, vulnerable. That's why they hunt in packs, apparently. Okay, so if fighting positions count as casualties when they get destroyed, I'm going to be in really big trouble. If they don't, things are going to be okay. Oh, it looks like they automatically start repairing their tank once they hop out. Huh. Oh, it costs munitions. Alright, get back in.
Enemy infantry have been spotted making ready to advance. Get your front line ready. You're up.
We
Big
can
push
get ready to
coming.
advance
Armor here.
with no fuel. So actually, the German plan for the Battle of the Bulge was like very optimistic, like all German plans in World War II, where it's like, oh, we don't have any fuel. It's like, oh, we'll just take it from the Americans.
We got the Germans against the ropes.
And everybody just kind of like nodded and was like,
They're down to their last
oh
drive.
yeah, that's a really good idea. We'll just take it from the Americans. And they never really thought about like, can we take it from the Americans? Is that even gonna work? It's like, of course it's gonna work. And it turns out it didn't work. Because fuel is flammable, and you know, kind of hard to capture fuel. And even if you capture fuel, like, how quickly are you going to be able to refuel all your tanks with, like, you know, like a different fueling system than your own fueling system? Oh, load HE, or load armor piercing.
One of their vehicles just stalled out.
Oh.
I think it's out of fuel.
Okay, well that was anticlimactic.
Well done. Now shore up the defenses. They aren't gonna let up that easy.
Alright, let's roll in here.
Stow those damn rounds and get this thing moving. Let's go. Get us over to that new position. Shake a leg. Let's go.
Just break through the wall.
That crowd position.
Hello.
Give it all she's got.
German units are assembling at a forward staging area. Stand the lines to full alert. Get ready.
Meet Mr. Sherman.
That's it. Good shot. Go. Floor it.
Alright, well, I think most of them are dead, so I guess I can probably bring these Shermans back. I could steal this Stug, but I don't have enough fuel for it, but I guess or population, but I guess it sort of doesn't matter.
Get the lead out. We've got orders.
Because I can go over the population cap,
Listen up.
and then I can just repair it, I guess.
Got it. Let's secure that ground. Crew ready. Jump to it.
Oh.
All right. Break up. Looks clear. Mount up, boys. Central
Alright,
order.
so let's
Crew, get on it.
repair that tank.
Displays.
So you
Drive
keep
her over to that
regular,
location. Let's
you
get
keep,
moving.
you switch to
Load
HE.
Keep it coming.
Let's just repair this thing real quick. Get it topped off.
Contact reports are coming in detailing a mechanized enemy force closing. Prepare for a third assault.
I like how you can put the upgrades on like a German tank. Like where do they get the MG42 from? They order it from the same catalog the Germans do. So let's grab this stuff, even though I don't really need it. We'll retreat here.
Awaiting orders.
Crew ready. Ready the gun to
I'm
move.
feeling pretty confident with this,
Prep her to move.
our little armor brigade here.
Let's get a move
Maybe
on.
I should move back
One
the,
of our
okay, or
fighting
no, crap,
positions
no,
is
crap,
sustaining fire.
crap. Now everything's driving all over the place.
Under fire.
Hello.
Targets in this location. AT battery. Fire.
Set. Combat.
Okay.
Good hit. Armor down. Listen up. All right. We're moving.
So yeah, as long as fighting positions don't count as troops, we're totally
Way to
fine.
hold strong, boys. Keep alert. More crowds are sure to show their faces soon.
Oh, that wasn't it? I was hoping that was the last one.
Tank ready.
Um,
Armor ready. Get us the fuck out of here.
Okay, so that's got armor
Looks like we're getting
piercing.
into the
That's got
excitement.
HE. We'll
Crew,
give
get on it.
that armor piercing. I mean, I probably don't really need any armor HE because they're all gonna get suppressed.
Bust up German armor.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
They're all gonna get suppressed like the second they hit those machine guns. And the mortars are gonna kill them, so I don't really need to worry too much about suppression. Oh, let's get a machine gun on this thing.
Fighting position with some firepower. Set up a firing point in that emplacement.
So this mission's pretty easy if you cheat, I guess. So, to be fair, I played this the regular way, and it wasn't that difficult either. You just build lots of anti-tank guns, but I was like, you know, that's not the American way. The American way is, you know, to win world wars is you wait till everyone else has fought for a while and is all tuckered out, and then you come in with, you know, just overwhelming material force. There's a thing about how like different nations dealt with artillery in different ways. So like some nations would be like, oh, you know, artillery can only get like called out on like a really high level, because like the French, they're like, oh, we don't want individual commanders ordering artillery barrages because we might have to order a giant like division-wide artillery barrage, right? And then if, you know, all the guns are shooting at other stuff, you know, we're screwed.
One of their vehicles just stalled out.
Oh, what's going on
it's
here?
Out of fuel.
What the fuck?
Go ahead, drive! One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Okay, Mr. Puma, why don't you go save our base? You can be like the Puma that saved Christmas.
Lost a fighting position. Get destroyed. Ship fire.
Major damage.
Alright. This jerk off
Enemies
what
are
he's doing.
swarming one of our emplacements.
Slowed HE, I guess.
Go! Drive! Gunner, engage! Move it! Enemy... We've lost a fighting position.
Okay, what is going on here? Load this thing up. You can't hurt it?
Send orders!
One of their vehicles
Oh.
just stalled out. I
Well,
think it's
whatever.
out of fuel.
Come on! Send over! Fire support! Tank ready! Get it moving!
Almost got this. Prep the defenses. At least one more force is sure to come.
Really, that wasn't the last one?
Veteran C promotion!
That's weird.
Go ahead!
Okay.
Move us out! Go! Get out of their strike
So,
zone!
what should I do here? Should I build some more fighting positions? For old time's sake?
Make it happen!
Yeah, maybe a couple more.
German units are assembling at a forward staging area. Stand the lines to full alert. Get ready.
Jump
Okay,
to
I'll
it.
tell it to focus vehicles.
I got orders, boys. Good job.
So we'll build some of these for old time's sake, you know?
Reinforce that fighting position with some firepower.
Prepare for assault. Pass the word on to these cherries that this is our show.
Well, unless they really pull out some shenanigans, I don't think they're getting through this.
I got orders coming.
I think I have
Positions
what is
good to
known
go.
in military parlance as too many tanks.
Reinforce that fighting position with some firepower.
The Germans are bringing up their command elements. They're getting desperate now. This is their final play to secure the area.
Well, I don't think they're going to secure.
Krauts are looking to throw some heavy armor your way.
Loader, AP
Maybe I'll just load armor piercing on
Looks like we're
everything.
getting load AP. Fighting position machine gun is in
Okay,
place.
let's back out of here so you guys don't get killed.
Armor ready.
Alright, let's see what happens.
We're moving. Let's go. Armor here.
I want to try out this,
One of our
Oh.
fighting positions is sustaining fire.
can I hit that?
Ready, setting. The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
shit out of here.
Fight down the hatches! Set, over.
Okay,
Tank ready. Crowd tank knocked out.
Who do you think you are, buddy?
Engaged.
One of their vehicles just stalled
well,
out.
they're all out of
I
fuel
think
now.
it's out of fuel.
All right, back to HE.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
direct hit!
We've got engine damage! We've been promoted! Round got him. Ready. Go ahead. Tank got his range.
Uh-oh.
Enemy armor got his down there.
Uh-oh, back up.
Moving on the flank. Armor ready.
No.
Okay, hit it!
Don't kill my poor, Sherman.
A fighting position.
Whew.
Direct hit.
Looks like Fritz is stalled out and the Germans are tucking tail. Stoumont secure. Focus
My poor Sherman.
damage!
Skin of its teeth. So I'm sure this is something you could do also if you played it normally, because you do get a lot of fuel.
Battle is ours.
But victory always feels better when you cheat and you try and figure out what the triggers in the mission are. Look at that. -2 strength. Plus 88 company veterancy.
I don't want you to get me wrong. I'm glad for the boys. They fought their asses off today to hold Stoumont, and without fuel, the Germans have lost their teeth in this fight. But if I know anything, it's that victories like this are just the calm before the next storm. Anyways, thank Christ. Excuse my language. But at least Fritz let up long enough for us to get out of there without too many losses. Not that it'll last. Battles break out fast around here than I can slam back this glass of scotch.
So they must have recorded a different ending narration for each mission depending on who you play it as, because this is the support company guy, but I could have played this as like airborne. So I wonder how they decide that. Okay, what is that BS? I was clearly like I was in the way. How could he get past me? That's nonsense right there. Unlocking the captain building is free, and captain squads relieve the... Alright, well maybe I'll attack that next. It seems like that doesn't even matter whether I block off enemies because they just run away. Well, anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.